Hi, my name is Monique Aipasa and I am from Balance Your Energy by vitaltouch.com. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to day number 17 from my 30-day video challenge that I call The Tap into my 30 marvelous M-tips to help you become a marvelous master of creating more of what you do love. The magical power of M-words. Well, you know by now that my challenge during these 30 video series is to come up with 30 words that start with the letter M as in my word of my name, Monique, with the sole intention to inspire, uplift, and empower you to help all of us raise our vibration so that I can truly make a significant difference in your life and in mine as well. So, would you love to know today's marvelous M word? Well, here it is. Memory. Memory. Well, according to the dictionary, memory means, let's see, the power of keeping facts in the conscious mind and of being able to call them back at will. Well, are you aware of how smooth your memory runs? Do you truly remember everything? Do you memorize things easily? Or do you tend to forget? Well, I want to share with you something that I have learned from the author of this book, Michael Lozier. This is the Dutch version of Law of Attraction. Now, Michael Lozier is the how-to guy when it comes to how you can apply this invisible law that he cannot prove to any of us, but he can teach us how to be in alignment with this law so that you can attract more of what you do want in your life and less of what you don't want. And I really am a big fan of him, and I have been on one of his weekly live hangout show with Michael Lozier on every Friday evening. I think it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. Anyway, it's 9 a.m. in Canada where he lives. And then it's 6 p.m. here in the Netherlands. So every time I have the opportunity to watch that hangout show live, I certainly do, but I was on one of his Q&A live sessions, so that was really fun. Anyway, he also wrote the book Law of Connection, and in that book he described the fact that there are 4 different ways that people love to learn and receive information. So, with regards to memory, I would love to know if you know what your learning style is. Now, what's your learning style? What's that all about? Well, according to Michael Lozier, there are 4 different ways that people, like I said, people love to learn and receive information. Now, this is a picture I took from the internet, and you can only see 3 pictures here, but there's a 4th one, and I just typed it right here. So, as you can see, we have the visual learners who love to learn by seeing things. We have the people who are auditory learners who love to learn by listening, by hearing. Then we have the kinesthetic people or learners who love to integrate the information by feeling, touching, by truly experiencing it. And we also have the digital learners who love to learn by thinking about it. So we have the visual, the auditory, the kinesthetic, and the digital, the thinkers. So, and as you can see, I put like a table of content down below here with the visual, the auditory, the kinesthetic, and the digital, and the words they love to use in their everyday language. So I'm going to read that to you so that you can just see, feel, or think about it, which one really applies to you. So the visual learners they use words like, oh wow, that looks completely fantastic. Oh, I can totally picture that. Yeah, I see myself do that. Absolutely, I can absolutely imagine that. That is really very clear to me. So look, picture, see, imagine, and clear. Those are the words that they use often, and maybe they're not even aware of that they're using those words. Whereas the auditory people, so the ones that learn best by hearing, they use words like, ah, that really sounds great. I love the sound of that. Yeah, oh, yeah, I hear it. Absolutely, I can hear you very clearly. Tell me more about that. Oh, can you tell me another story? Because that really sounds juicy. And yeah, that completely resonates with me. Oh, and that's a great idea. I love that idea. I love the idea of that. So those are the words that the auditory learners would use. So I'm curious already if any of these two styles apply to you. But we also have the third category of the kinesthetic people, the learners, who like to use words such as, ah, that really feels awesome. We just received a massage. Oh, that was a fantastic massage. That felt so good. Oh, yeah, touch me there, please. Oh, yeah, especially there. That's a muscle that really needs to be softened up, something like that. Oh, that really feels comfortable. I love wearing such comfortable clothes. That is so cozy. Oh, I love to connect with you. Oh, that truly fits me very well. So those are the words that a kinesthetic learner would use more often in their everyday language. And then the digital learners would use words like, well, that really makes sense to me. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to think about that. Oh, or he or she could ask, what are your thoughts about that? I need to process that. Yeah, that really is very logical to me. And I love if everything is so completely neat and in order. And I love to make lists, 1, 2, 3, and I love to do research. Yeah, I love that. I really love that. So those are the words that a digital would use. So I'm going to show you once more. Any idea what learning style you have, and just, what, there's no right or wrong, and maybe you catch yourself in all those 4 learning styles, which is okay as well, but most people have 1 or 2 styles that are more dominant than the other ones. So, for example, my youngest son, he's really an auditory learner. So every time that he has a test, I help him by just reading out loud 1 or twice, and then he memorizes that. It's just like, okay, that's great. Whereas my oldest son, he loves to study, he loves to make lists, he loves to research and think about it and use his logical reason. So I find it very helpful, certainly in communicating with other people, to be aware of someone's people style. And I practice that by tuning into the words that they are using. Okay, so, and then just mirror those words back to the other persons that I say, okay, so I hear you say, oh, that looks great. I see that clearly. I can picture that. So the other person would completely feel seen, validated, heard, and acknowledged. And that is how you have a rapport with someone, if you know that. So, and for myself, I am quite an auditory person as well. I could just easily listen to an MP3 or a teleclass. I don't even have to see it, but just listen to it. It's like, oh yeah, I love the sound of that. That really sounds good. But also tend to have some aspects of the kinesthetic people, of learners, like I love to feel and touch. Yeah, well, obviously I have experience in the field of massage for the last 18 years. So yeah, through my profession, I am really very touchy and kinesthetic in that way. So I like to know from you which of these 4 learning styles match your style. do you find can you connect with? Do you see yourself in? What are your thoughts about that? Let me know. And how do you use the word memory? Maybe it's only that you associate it with something that from your childhood, an event, or just the smell of, for example, cake. It reminds you of your grandmother, you know, something like that. That's all memory as well. But please share with me down below your ideas of the word comment and whether or not you know about these 4 learning styles and how it would influence you if you would start, you know, using this information into your everyday life. Let me know. And if for any way, shape or form this video has inspired you or any of my other videos, and you know someone that would really benefit from my video series as well, feel free to share. And now I will thank you for watching the entire video, because again, I passed the 10-minute mark, but I love it, so I'm okay with that. I hope you are okay with that as well, because I do highly appreciate your time and energy in this interaction. So thank you so much, and I will catch you tomorrow for another Marvelous M Word.